want the town arborist to remove the first.
Warren.
Oh, I lied.
We're not ready yet.
Ready, before we go on record, the word of the evening. Ready? All right, here we go. Please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Apologies for the late start. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes to get here. So, we'll open the meeting for the Planning and Zoning Commission for Trumbull for Wednesday, October 15th. Roll call. Ms. Hall is here. Mr. Del Vecchio is here. Mr. Silber is here. Mr. Krull is here. The wrong glasses. What's your name? Mr. Cousins is here. Mr. Deacon is here, and I'm here. Good? All right. Okay. There are two things on the agenda tonight. First is a special permit, site plan zone change, 101 Merritt Boulevard. Applicant George Contreras Martinez is requesting a special permit application to allow In Bloom Autism Services to occupy the space and complete internal renovations in an IL3 zone pursuant to Article 4, Section 1.4 of the Town of Trumbull zoning regulations, file 2524. Is there somebody here for that? Come on up. So what we do is you do your name and address for the record, and then we'll let staff give us their report, and then we'll see what else you have, if anything, to add.
Okay. I'm Abigail Dunn, 567 Old Laurel Hill.
Yeah, you gotta make it green. On the base, there you go.
Abigail Dunn, 567 Old Laurel Hill Road. I'm a Norwich resident, so I'm from the other side of the state.
Okay, you're the ones gonna talk?
And then we have Jorge, who
Alright.
is our contractor. So between the two of us, we
Yeah,
have some questions.
my name is Jorge Contreras. My address is 505 Westport Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, so now we'll let staff give us a report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the applicant is for a special permit use in the IL3 zone. The use is allowed only through a special permit. The service here is for In Bloom Autism Services. These services, and they could elaborate a little bit more, but they help evaluate children with who may have or have autism, and they provide services for them. The only interior things that they'll be doing is taking down a couple walls. They will be occupying suites 25, 26, and 10. As you know, in that area, there is a daycare that was approved right next door. On the other side, there's the Kennedy Center, and I believe there's another special needs type service in the building as of right now. So it's a great combination of the uses in the site.
Great, the only question I have before I go to them is parking.
Yes, they have elaborate they have enough parking.
That's it, that's all we need to know. So he basically said it works, you can just put some window dressing on it, and then we'll go around.
Sure. What do you mean by window dressing?
Give us the details you think we need to know.
Yeah, so this will be our sixth location in the state of Connecticut. So we have locations in Hamden, New Britain, East Hartford, Norwich, Connecticut, as well as Glastonbury. So this will be our Trumbull location. We have
And what's actually going to take place there?
Yep, so it's one-to-one individualized therapy. So all of our clinicians in the building either are board-certified behavior analysts licensed through the state of Connecticut, and then the technicians who are one-to-one with the child who has a diagnosis of autism are registered behavior technicians through the BACB, which is our governing board.
Okay, and just a question that'll probably come up. How many clients and staff at any one time will be inside?
Yep, so the space is about, I think, occupying space is going to be roughly around 6,500. So I think that space would probably max out around 36 clients. Each of the clients are one-to-one with staff. So for every client, there is a staff member, and then there's a supervising behavior analyst.
Okay, and is this daily staff or as needed?
Daily staff. So in order for a client to be in the building, there has to be a one-to-one staff with them. All the services are approved through their insurance company, through their insurance. And so services would be anywhere between 8:30 and 5:30. Therapy is individualized, so depending on what that child's prescription is what time of the day they would be coming.
Okay, I think we're good. I don't think we need to know about the walls you're gonna move and what you're gonna do. It's more the services that are
Yep.
gonna be in the building. I'm gonna go around to the commissioners and see what questions they may have.
Sure.
Ms. Holt? Ms. Delvecchio? Mr. Silver?
What's the square footage of the space that you have, the 3 suites?
Yep, it's 3 suites together. Just let me grab my phone really quick.
I'm just really just
I
curious.
think it's roughly 6,500 square feet rentable space.
Thank you, that's all.
Okay. Mr. Crow? Mr. Cousins? None. Is there anybody here from the public to speak for or against? Come on up, name and address for the record.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for the opportunity. I will heed your words, keep it brief. We're here tonight because we got the letter for the work that's going to be done in the Autism Center. Good luck with it. We have no problem.
Yeah, need your name and address?
Doug Belfiore, Rosemary is my wife. We live at 2451 Huntington Road since 1999. We actually bought our house from the Kennedy Center, who bought it from the Joe Goda estate. And we've been living there since 1999. We knew we were right next to an industrial zone, and we've had no impact from it until the current resident started parking tractor trailers right next to our neighbor's property line and our property line. We could see them at night. We can hear them. We sometimes hear the diesel engines running. And we feel, besides affecting our quality of life, there have been a couple of times when I've been out on the patio and had to go inside because
I just want to stop you for a second. Is what you're talking about have to do with this application, or does it have to do with the site itself?
with the site. And my apologies if I missed the letter or threw it away. I don't think I did, but I don't think the town notified us when the town was talking with the current owner about putting in parking spots for multiple tractor trailers. We just drove by tonight. There's at least a dozen of them there. So if you give me a little permission to go on.
I'm sorry, I'm not, because
Okay.
you can talk with staff and see what they can do to help you or what the issue is,
Okay.
but we have to stay on the record and we have to stay on point. Because if I did it for you, I'd have to do it for everybody.
Understood.
And, you know, the sad part is you live in an industrial zone. So let's see what staff can do to help you and what the actual issues are and if everybody's in compliance, because the town is pretty good. If people are out of compliance, they get them in compliance. And if they are, they'll explain why and how come and what your options are, okay?
Respectfully, one correction to you, sir.
What's
We
that?
live in an A zone, 1 acre zone, not in an industrial zone. We live next to an industrial zone and we're
Right.
being impacted
I
by
think I said next to an industrial zone.
No,
but-
you said, you know. you didn't.
Okay, I take the correction.
Next steps, who do I speak to try to make sure that the current owner, while he or
We
they
call a
are-
zoning enforcement officer.
zoning.
The zoning enforcement officer in the planning and zoning department,
think-
and
is
he'll
that-
be glad to help you.
Is that Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Is there anybody else here to speak for or against this application itself? Hearing none, would the applicant, final statement?
We're just excited to be able to have a center here to service the local community.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll take a motion to close the hearing. Ms. Delvecchio, is there a second? Mr. Cousins, all in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, Rich, raise your hand, 5. Okay, motion's closed. I'll take a motion to approve. Mr. Silber, second. Ms. Delvecchio. Any comments or questions for discussion before we vote? Hearing none, go ahead.
Does the, do these trucks have anything to do with this
No?
applicant? All right, thank you.
Okay. Good question. All right. Hearing no other questions, all in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unanimous. Congratulations. Welcome to Trumbull. Thank you. Okay. All right. So the next application is a regular meeting. It is not a public hearing, but we'll see if there's anybody here from the public. 1 Trefoil Drive. Applicant Trumbull 111 LC is requesting a site plan approval for a 3,500 square foot grocery store with an associated driveways, parking lots for the property located at 1 Trefoil pursuant to Article 2, Section 4.1.8 of the Town of Trumbull zoning regulations, file 25.5. Again, welcome and name and address for the record, and we'll let staff give their speech.
Evening, Mr. Chairman. John Nuff, 135 Broad Street, on behalf of Trumbull 111 LLC.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This application is solely for a site plan approval. As such, as long as it complies with the current zoning regulations, the commission has very little say because it's not about the use, it's about what's on the plan. So as long as the plan really complies with the regulations, it should be okay for this commission to review and approve. That being said, the applicant is just from the previous approval on March of 2025. They had a grocer, and including some other uses, a restaurant, medical office, and other BC zone related uses. Since then, the applicant has come back, and they're only doing the grocer. So the grocer with the other uses was 35,350 square feet. Now they're reducing that footprint to 35,000 square feet. It seems like the architecturals look similar to what was previously approved in March. The site plan looks pretty similar to what was approved. From reviewing the site plan, it looks like they are in compliance with the zoning regulations, and everything looks good on the regulatory end. Thank you.
All right, so in the chairman's oversimplification, this is a redo of an already approved application that is less intense, less square footage, and less usage.
Correct.
See how easy that is?
Exactly, Mr. Chairman.
Hope you don't have much more to add. Go right ahead.
Actually, not. I mean, essentially, all we're doing is eliminating 3 uses. The grocer went from 26,000 to 35,000, and it's taken the entirety of the building. The prior design of the building was sort of a step shape. We're just making it a rectangle. We had a number of discussions with Tatiana. She has we have an email from her to Luke Murrow, who's our professional engineer, saying that she doesn't have any comments because the drainage has remained the same. She forwarded our past approvals that we received from the Inland Wetland Commission, so I'm going to submit those to the record. We are reducing the impervious coverage by a little bit, and we're reducing traffic by a little bit. I have a traffic memo from Luke that I'm happy to provide to each of you, but at the very least, I'll provide 1 copy for the record. And then I'm going to have Luke be really fast, take you through the site plans, and then Chris Milliard from Colliers is going to show you the new renderings. So,
Thank you. Yeah. Did you give your name and address for the record?
He did.
Did you give your name and address?
He
You
did.
did?
Begin,
He
yeah.
did, yep.
See, I said yes, he said no, so.
Briefly, for the record, good evening, everyone. Luke Morrow with Soli Engineering, office at 501 Main Street in Monroe, professional engineer and professional traffic operations engineer. I don't know if we can cut to, it was just up. There we go. So very briefly, as John had mentioned, just to orient everybody, with the site at the corner of Trefoil Drive, as you see curving up and to the left there, and then Route 111, Monroe Turnpike. It's currently occupied by that 36,000 square foot black roofed building, which is the U.S. Sign Corporation. I understand they're moving out in preparation for a turnover to a new owner and redevelopment of the site. So, in summary, we're here for, I guess, a revised site plan application for single tenant use, reducing the square footage from just over 35,000 to exactly 35,000 square feet. Access is still provided via proposed signalized entrance on Route 111 across from the former office building there. And then also an unsignalized driveway in the exact same location along Trefoil Drive. You see that on the north east corner of the rendering. Just quickly want to show a comparison just so you can get an idea of what we're talking about here. So the previously approved site plan shown on the left side of the building, a stepped building, that's 35,350 total square feet, broken up as a high-scale grocer and then 2 smaller restaurants and urgent care use. The new site plan proposed is on the top right, more of a rectangular building with a strictly one tenant, 35,000 square foot square foot grocer building. Limits of disturbance, as you can see, are identical. Retaining walls, identical locations. Curbing, identical locations. Only thing that has changed is a slight reduction in impervious cover by 665 square feet. So inherently, there's a slight decrease in stormwater runoff exiting the site. But for argument's sake, everything is generally exactly the same as it was. Stormwater management. Similar pipe network, underground detention in the northeast corner of the property. Still going to be serviced by public utilities. Lighting and landscaping remains fundamentally unchanged, except with some slight mods needed for reconfigured curb islands and whatnot. And then before I pass over to Chris, just wanted to quickly mention we did a quick trip gen comparison memo that was submitted for the record. This use compared to the former combination of uses will reduce the evening trip generation by about 40 vehicles and then the Saturday trip generation by about 80 vehicles. So fundamentally, there should be a positive impact on traffic operating conditions. And with that, I'll pass it over to Chris, and he can run through architecture.
Just hit the arrow button.
Yeah, this.
Page down. Yep,
Okay.
page down. Yep.
Good evening. My name is Chris Millard, Colliers Engineering and Design. Our office is located at 8 Wilcox Street in Simsbury, Connecticut. I am the project architect for this. So I know Luke and John mentioned, the building shape has changed. It's more of a rectangular shape. Of course, as an architect, we try hard to, not make the building look like a rectangle. So, as you'll see in the elevations, since the building was multi-tenants before, it's been stretched out to a single tenant. We've modified that facade. Materials have changed a little bit. We're looking at a stacked stone, split face block, a faux wood aluminum siding, clapboard siding, corrugated metal siding, and still some aluminum storefront and standing seam metal roofs. So the top elevation is the front elevation of the building facing the parking lot. Basically, you'll see in the renderings, which I'll jump to right now. That front facade does vary, even though the floor plan looks like a rectangle. We have some bump outs over the main entrance and secondary entrance to create a little bit of a covered entry and also to create some relief in that facade. We've varied the height of the building across the front facade. Again, just to break up the massing and help it feel a little bit more friendly. this elevation starts to show how the building wraps around the corner, how it wraps around, I believe it's Trefoil Drive view, and you'll see as we keep going through the renderings, we try to maintain architectural aesthetics along the facade, along any views from the street that the public will typically see. Main view from Monroe Turnpike, again, just kind of showing how the building appears over that front curb across the parking lot. See the scale compared to the trees, the plants. And again, another view from Trefoil Drive, also showing that side facade views from the street. And the intersection from Trefoil Drive and Monroe Turnpike. And I'll pass it back to Luke and John.
You did a good job making it not look like a box.
We're done.
Excellent. What took you so long? Is there any, let's go around the room. I don't see anybody here, but I'll go around the room. Mr. Crow?
No questions, thanks.
Okay. Mr. Cousins? Mr. Deacon? Mr. Silver?
There's a light on the 111 Monroe Turnpike exit entrance. There is, right?
Yeah, to be reactivated. Yep, it's in flash right now,
That's
and,
where,
and the goal would be to reactivate it. Yep,
United Health was. Okay. thank you.
correct. Exactly. Yep.
Ms. Hall?
How many entrances and exits does this have?
It'll have two. One signalized on Monroe Turnpike, and then one unsignalized on Trefoil, which is mainly for truck entry and exit. It could be used by vehicles, but we don't anticipate many cars using it.
Mr. Delvecchio? Nothing? Okay, is there anybody here to speak for or against this application? No? Any final words? You good? Okay, I'll take a motion to close. Mr. Deacon, second. Mr. Cousins, all in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will take a motion. Mr. Deacon, is there a second? Mr. Silber, discussions, questions, inputs. The left side is good? The right side? All set? All those in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Welcome to Trumbull. Hope it goes forward. Planners report. Attaboy. All right. Acceptance of the minutes from September 17. Any motions?
Read the minutes from September 17th and found them to be in their usual order. Make a motion to approve.
Second. Mr. Cousins. All in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that's it. Motion to close. So moved. All in favor, aye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 30 minutes. We're good.